Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll look to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards. he's down at the 15. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. DeQuell Jackson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think
points get that 0 off the board. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know one thing, Brandon. This was a very difficult defense to throw the ball against in 2016. What were they, 3rd in the league in pass defense?
Yeah, these receivers are going to have to be sharp with their routes in this one.
Yeah, because they're going to show them a lot of change-ups in the secondary, and they have a good pass rush.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. In order to be a great player, you have to be consistent. Antonio Brown is definitely that. 4 straight seasons with 100 or more catches. How many more years do you think he can put up that type of production? I think at least another 4 in a row because their offense is built to get him the football, whether it's outside, inside, and he's a featured guy, and I think that he really wants to continue at this pace. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit. Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Ben to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling. And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Now Ben on third and long. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut.
It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Back to throw now on first down. And Brake has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Ted Ginn. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Open space inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Davis now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gary Barnidge, a Pro Bowler at the age of 30. What do you have, a 1,000-yard season that year, 2014?
Yep.
Got let go by Cleveland recently after the draft. David Njoku drafted out of Miami really to take his place.
And his production last year, it wasn't awful by any means, but it had dipped down to around the 600-yard mark.
Man, Gary Barnidge, one of the nicest guys in the league. He had just sent out a message on social media welcoming David Njoku to Cleveland, and the Browns let him go the next day.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. Derek Carr with 2 first-half touchdown passes. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And got his man complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Second
down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This